Good afternoon. I'm standing today on Swinton's Racecourse, which is located between Swinton and Wath-upon-Dearne. I'll just show you this aerial photograph so we can just get the orientation of exactly where we are. Here's Swinton St Margaret's Parish Church, and this is Golden Smithies Lane. Now we've got a small bridle way up this way, and it's actually named Jimmy's Lane. And this is the official footpath along Jimmy's Lane, along this field edge, up to here, and we're about this point here, and you can see the bottom loop of the racecourse just going around from there. All around the racecourse is agricultural land. It's used for agricultural production. We are on property which is owned by Wentworth Estates, but very fortunately there is public access to this whole area. It is a real community asset, and we're so fortunate to have this on our doorstep. I'll tell you a little bit of history about the racecourse and how it came about. It wasn't actually a racecourse; it was actually a training ground, but it's well known as the Swinton Racecourse. Now, the orientation of the racecourse was actually it was like a figure of 8 configuration. We're now at like the bottom loop, and there's a middle band, and going off towards Wath we have Racecourse Road and the properties that's on Racecourse Road. When they were built, that actually obliterated part of the racecourse, and also some pious has taken it away. So we've not got the full figure 8 remaining, but by and large, if you look from the sky, you can see it's roughly like a figure of 8 configuration. It was created, and I'm going to speak a little bit about its creator, because a fascinating person. It was actually the second Marquis of Rockingham. He held that title 1750 to 1782. We're not exactly sure of the precise year when the racecourse was established, but it was certainly here in the 1860s. Sorry, the 1760s, and used at that time. Now, the Marquis of Rockingham, he was a Whig politician. He was incredibly wealthy. His base was at Wentworth Woodhouse, but he was an absolute racehorse fanatic. He was responsible not only for creating the training ground here at Swinton, but also the brand new stables at Wentworth Woodhouse, part of the Wentworth Woodhouse complex. The Marquis of Rockingham's racing colours were green and cream. That was the livery of the horses. Now, in 1762, the Marquis actually commissioned an artist called George Stubbs, and George Stubbs was an incredibly famous equine artist. He specialised in painting of horses, movement, and their musculature. That was his real speciality. He was the top artist to call for, and George Stubbs actually spent several months across it Wentworth Woodhouse and the South Yorkshire area, and for a fee of £194 and 5 shillings, he painted a number of the Marquis's racehorse, but in particular he painted his favourite one, which was actually called Whistle Jacket. Now this is a reproduction of the painting of Whistle Jacket. The original now is in the National Gallery in London, but you can see that Stubbs just concentrated on the horse, and the background was not completed, and the racehorse is rearing up, and the painting is actually almost life size, and it's been valued, incredible value, and one of the most favourite pieces in the National Gallery. Whistle Jacket was an Arabian thoroughbred, a chestnut stallion, and to house the painting of Whistle Jacket in Wentworth Woodhouse, the Marquis actually created a 40-foot square room, and it was always called the Whistle Jacket room. And that's where the original portrait was until it was removed for security reasons, and eventually found its way into the National Gallery. So returning to the racecourse here in Swinton, the training ground here in Swinton, it's about 1 3/4 miles in length. That includes the figure 8 that we spoke about. In 1757, there were 3 boys who were allocated to the stables in Swinton. Because not only had we got the racecourse, we'd also got a stable complex. And I'm going to show you, I'm just going to get a photograph now of how that once looked. It's a little bit windy, so just bear with me a little bit. So here we have a colour image of the stables in its later years. You can see the accommodation above and the arches here from the stable block. We're going to get a much larger image now, which shows the complex from above again, an aerial photograph. If I can just locate that. And here we are. This shows the complex. These are the arches that I've just shown you on the previous photograph, with that middle feature there. Here we have Golden Smithies Lane, and you can see the farm buildings to the rear, these properties still exist at the moment, and that was the sort of complex of Swinton stables. On a smaller photograph we can show you a then and now effect. Back them with the wind a little bit today, on the racecourse is a bit breezy. This is off Golden Smithies Lane, and again this is the entrance to the stable complex, and this is how it looks today. This is Yearling Chase. So we've got a bit of a then and now effect there, how the entrance to the stables was there and the modern properties now. And another image again. This is a view from the entrance to Golden Smithies Lane. There was farm buildings here on what is now the car park in the gate pub area, and again you can see the range of buildings towards the back, which was the Swinton stable area. Now, to be fair to the Marquis, he wasn't a racing fanatic. He wasn't just concerned with horse racing. He was actually very strong into education. And I said in 1757 there were 8 boys. 1 year later, in 1758, that had risen to 17, and then another one was added in 1759. And the boys weren't just here to look after the horses. They were educated. They were given an education. They were taught to read. They were taught to write, and they were taught accountancy. And as part of their duties, again, they would care for the horses. So Swinton's first school was actually held in the hayloft of the stables, and not only for the stable lads, but for a fee, other pupils could attend. He not only had the stable school in Swinton, the Marquis also established schools in Barrow, in Greesborough, in Hoyland, at Houghton Roberts, and also at Wath. And at one time there was 129 pupils, both boys and girls. The uniforms and clothing for the pupils was funded, and in 1761 a total of £70 was allocated to establish clothing for the pupils. The head teacher's salary was covered, and the various people were named as head teachers of the school. In addition to education, and appropriately we are surrounded by agricultural land, the Marquis spent a great deal of time trying to improve the profitability of the estate. He experimented with different types of manure, with even things like rabbit dung. He also tried pigeon litter, and a lot of lime burning was established as well on the estate. He gained income from the pottery. It was called the Rockingham pottery at that time, and Swinton pottery was also an enterprise which he supported. The second Marquis of Rockingham died in 1782. He actually died childless. and so his lands, his legacy, his fortune then passed to his nephew, who became the 4th Earl Fitzwilliam. But that wasn't the end of the story as far as Swinton Racecourse is concerned, because training of racehorses carried on for many years, and the trainers were names Jeff Potts, Bob McCormack, and Mr. Smallwood was also a racehorse trainer here right through into the 1950s. And we know for definitely that a Lincoln winner was trained right here on Swinton Racecourse. The horse was called Squadron Castle, and it was a Lincoln winner, and many people in Swinton had a bet on that, and were able to celebrate when it came in first. So the story of Swinton Racecourse, we are very fortunate. It's a real recreational home. You've probably heard the wonderful bird song behind me. The racecourse has lots of nice flora and fauna, and is a real asset to the community. So nice to have a walk upon, and thank you for listening.